In a critical moment for the San Francisco 49ers, tight end George Kittle has provided an encouraging update on his recovery from an Achilles injury, which he sustained during the wild card round against the Philadelphia Eagles. The gravity of that injury cannot be overstated. It not only ended his season, but also initiated a grueling rehabilitation process that all fans are watching closely. So, where are you watching from today? Let us know in the comments, and share your thoughts on Kittle's recovery and its impact on our team season. Kittle, now 32, shared that the rehab process is pretty straightforward, and his determination is palpable. He explained that the recovery involved basic exercises like standing and seated calf raises until he regains enough strength to run and walk. The good news is that he's already off crutches and even back on the golf course. Kittle's humor shines through when he mentions the downside of his recovery. His wife has now discovered he can help carry things again, leading to a new chapter of box-moving duties. This lighthearted take on a serious situation highlights Kittle's resilience and positive mindset. While Kittle has not nailed down a specific return date, he has expressed a desire to make it back on the field for the season opener in Melbourne, Australia. This is an ambitious target, especially considering the usual recovery timeline for an Achilles tear, which often sidelines players for extended periods. It's certainly a testament to Kittle's unwavering optimism and fierce dedication to the game. However, the reality remains that he will likely miss crucial off-season activities, including OTAs and training camp. This optimistic outlook is not just wishful thinking. It reflects Kittle's long-standing approach to adversity. He's faced a multitude of injuries throughout his career, but has managed to bounce back, a quality that has made him an invaluable asset for the 49ers. Kittle's perspective on injuries is grounded in experience. He's undergone surgery only twice during his time in the NFL, which he notes is fortunate given the physical demands of the sport. His commitment to recovery is bolstered by a robust support system, including a top-notch rehab team and a dedicated strength coach. Kittle is not just focused on returning. He's adamant about coming back at full strength. As he gears up for what could be his 10th season with the 49ers in 2026, Kittle's role in Kyle Shanahan's offense has been nothing short of transformative. Selected in the 5th round of the NFL draft, he has evolved into one of the league's premier tight ends and a core component of the team's identity. His leadership on and off the field has inspired countless teammates and fans alike. With the season looming and Kittle's recovery progressing, the stakes are high. The 49ers have lofty ambitions, and having Kittle back in the lineup could be pivotal to their success. If he can defy expectations and make a swift return, it could set the tone for the entire season. Yet, as fans, we must remain cautiously optimistic. The team's depth at tight end is crucial, and Kittle's absence during training camp could impact the chemistry and timing that are so vital to the 49ers' offensive execution. This narrative is still unfolding, and Kittle's journey back to the field will be one to watch closely. The determination he's exhibited thus far is anything but ordinary, and it reflects the heart and soul that he brings to the Niners. As we anticipate more updates from Kittle, it's clear that his return will be a significant storyline for the upcoming season. Now, let's pivot to our next piece of news, which continues to shape the landscape of the 49ers as they prepare for what promises to be an exciting season ahead. One of the most pressing needs for the San Francisco 49ers heading into the NFL draft is undoubtedly the safety position. With Jair Brown, Malik Mustafa, and Marquez Sigel currently at the top of the depth chart, it's clear that the team cannot afford to roll into 2026 relying solely on these players. None of them have proven themselves as capable starters at this level, and while Mustafa has shown potential, his 2025 season was disappointing. Sigel has a chance to step up, but can we really count on him when it matters most? The 49ers must not gamble their future on these players. Instead, they should strategically look to the draft for a safety who can both contribute immediately and develop into a cornerstone of the defense. The options are plentiful, and it starts with one standout prospect, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren from Toledo. If he's available at number 27, the 49ers need to seize that opportunity. McNeil-Warren is exactly the type of player this defense needs, a versatile safety who can dominate in run support, while also being a reliable option in pass coverage. His ability to patrol the field will make opposing quarterbacks think twice about targeting his area. At 6 feet 3 inches and over 200 pounds, McNeil Warren presents an imposing figure on the field, drawing comparisons to Nick Emenwari. However, let's be clear, McNeil Warren is his own player, and while that comparison may be flattering, it doesn't serve him justice. He's a first-round talent, no doubt, but he comes with the caveat of needing to refine certain aspects of his game, especially when it comes to allowing big plays. The 49ers must be patient with his development, understanding that the payoff could be substantial. If the 27th pick feels too high for a safety, the 49ers should pivot to Bud Clark from TCU. He brings a different skill set, focusing heavily on coverage. Right now, the 49ers are sorely lacking in that department, as none of their current safeties excel in coverage situations. Clark has the agility and speed to make an immediate impact, potentially stepping in as the best option in pass coverage right out of the gate. However, there's a risk here. Waiting too long could see him off the board by the time the 49ers are on the clock in the second round. Then there's Jacoby Thomas from Miami, who could easily be on the 49ers' radar as a potential gem. He embodies aggression on the field, which is precisely the kind of intensity the 49ers want to inject into their defense. Thomas excels as a high safety in coverage, but also demonstrates a ferocity that can change the dynamic of a game. He's the type of player who can strike fear into running backs and underneath receivers alike, reminiscent of the way Dre Greenlaw plays. The 49ers would relish adding that kind of attitude to their secondary. However, selecting him in the second round might be pushing it. The 49ers will need to cross their fingers and hope they can snag Thomas with one of their 4 fourth-round picks. The stakes are high, and the decisions made in this draft could shape the future of the 49ers defense. Fans, where are you watching from? What do you think of these safety prospects? Sound off in the comments with your thoughts. Your opinions matter as we gear up for another crucial offseason. As we delve deeper into the 49ers draft strategy, the pressure is on. The team has the chance to transform its secondary, but it all hinges on making the right choices when the draft rolls around. Stay tuned as we continue to analyze what the 49ers must do to bolster their roster and remain competitive in the league. The San Francisco 49ers have been busy this offseason, making strategic moves in free agency that could reshape the landscape of their roster. With a keen focus on strengthening both the offensive and defensive units, the 49ers have addressed a significant portion of their needs, yet the journey is far from over. To kick things off, the addition of 2 high-profile wide receivers, Mike Evans and Christian Kirk, signals a real commitment to expanding the offensive arsenal. Brock Purdy, who has proven himself as a capable starter, now has even more weapons at his disposal. The re-signing of kicker Eddie Pinheiro and tight end Jake Tonjes, along with the return of linebacker Luke Gifford and the reunion with Dre Greenlaw, further solidifies the roster's core. However, while depth pieces were added along the offensive line, it's hard to overlook the fact that no marquee names join the fold. As the draft approaches, the 49ers have a critical opportunity to further enhance their offensive and defensive lines, both of which are vital for Purdy's protection and the overall success of the team. The pass rush, while slightly bolstered by the acquisition of Osa Odigizua via a third-round pick, still requires more attention. The defensive line, an area that has historically been a cornerstone of the 49ers' success, must be fortified to compete against the elite teams in the NFC. One of the most talked about subjects in recent weeks has been the status of quarterback Mac Jones. After stepping up admirably in Purdy's absence, Jones' stock peaked. It seems the market for him has cooled dramatically. The absence of serious trade interest from other teams suggests that the 49ers may need to hold on to him longer than expected. With Purdy firmly entrenched as the starter, Jones serves as a reliable backup entering the second year of his contract. Investing a draft pick in another quarterback at this stage would be a misstep, particularly when the focus should remain on building around the existing core to ensure competitiveness in what is shaping up to be a challenging NFC. Additionally, the linebacker position does not need to be a priority in the draft. Although last season saw a revolving door of linebackers due to injuries, it's clear that this was an anomaly rather than an ongoing concern. With 9 linebackers currently on the roster, including a fully healthy Fred Warner, the 49ers have ample depth to weather any potential future injuries. While Gifford and Garrett Wallow may primarily contribute on special teams, the pressing need lies elsewhere. Using a draft pick on a linebacker would be a misallocation of resources, detracting from a more urgent requirements on the offensive line and defensive end, both critical areas that need reinforcement. As we look ahead, the 49ers stand at a pivotal crossroads. The decisions made in the upcoming draft will shape not only the immediate future, but also the long-term success of the franchise. There's a palpable excitement in the air, and as a committed supporter of the San Francisco 49ers, I urge the front office to make shrewd choices that bolster our chances in a fiercely competitive conference. So, where are you watching from? And what are your thoughts on the 49ers off-season moves? Do you believe the team is heading in the right direction? Drop your comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates on your favorite team. The 49ers are on the move, and we're just getting started.